Hey, it's Mike again. Let's talk about censorship after the riot. Now, people are know that Trump got kicked off of Twitter, Facebook, and all kind of other social media, and people are crying foul about it. It's against the Constitution, it's against their First Amendment right. Remember, people had a First Amendment right to a haircut during some of the protests. Yeah, I saw a sign. I'm like, how do you? But anyway, I digress. All right. The First Amendment guarantees freedom concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting any individual's religious practices. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the right of an individual to speak freely. It also guarantees the right of citizens to assemble peacefully and to petition their government. Okay, now, where in that did you hear companies can't tell you can't spout your conspiracies or hate speech or whatever it might be on their platform? Where? Yes, I know this is the First Amendment, what y'all keep quoting. It says Congress, meaning the government, can't tell you don't have the right to speak. Not an institution. If an institution or a business doesn't want to have that type of speech connected to them, they have the right to deny you. As long as it doesn't deal with your civil liberties. Okay? Now, everybody has terms of service, like Twitter and Facebook. Now, Trump has broken terms of service with those several times and been let off the hook because he's the president. Well, you didn't directly tell him to go and take over the Capitol, but you pretty much did. And your lawyer definitely told him to be violent. And you told him to fight. Man, you've been telling people to knock people out and beat the crap out of people and all this other stuff. So, man, they're just going on your logic. We need to be violent. Yeah, I know he said be peaceful, but, we know his other rhetoric. So, anyway, so these companies had every right to kick him off their platform if it's against their policies. And it is. Now, here's another thing about it, is that, y'all Republicans all upset about censorship and stuff. This is about capitalism. Capitalism has it where, hey, it's not good if we're associated with this group or that group. It's going to make our profits go down because our customers are going to stop wanting to buy from us because we've been supporting this guy on our platform. But, remember, gay people wanting a wedding cake made is a big deal. Right? Y'all can't have it both ways to go, oh, it's against our religious right to bake a cake for you. Really? But, spout all you want on a website and they say you broke our terms, you want to get all upset and say you're being censored. Now, I'm like, it's good to know what the other side's doing instead of letting them disappear darker into the web. Dark web, is what I meant to say. Deeper in the dark web. But anyway, at the same time, Twitter and other things that are more mainstream are easier to get people incited and get people, doing insanity, like the attempted bombing we had in 2018 before the election. And the Pizzagate and all the other things that have happened. I'm talking pre-Trump even, that was Pizzagate. But anyway, so keeping it from the mainstream helps in having such a wide audience be geared up in that. Okay. The other thing is Holland, Senator Holland, is all upset that his book deal went down. Well, see, my wife's a inspiring writer, okay? And so she has a publisher, and if she did something criminal or something that the publisher didn't agree with that would make the publisher look bad, yeah, she'd be booted off of there. I mean, that's common sense. And you see it countless times in all kind of different industries. It's nothing new, but they want to cry foul because they lose money, they lose support. Well, you shouldn't have tried insurrection. You shouldn't have pushed something you already knew was fraudulent. Well, you already knew was a not fraudulent election. What you were pushing was fraudulent. You knew it. Y'all admitted to it too. I mean, Giuliani admitted they weren't looking for fraud in one of the court filings. He admitted that. And I mean, Ted Cruz even said, "Well, we don't know if fraud happened, but we need to check all this stuff for evidence of it." There hasn't been evidence. And I mean, since you only trust Republicans, tons of Republicans were involved with this and said there was no evidence. But now you're having the punishment come to you and y'all can't handle it. All kind of companies are leaving Republican senators, not wanting to donate money to them that supported the insurrection at the Capitol. Because A, it makes them look bad, but it could be a little bit of them actually having a heart and soul and being like, we can't support this because, hey, part of us are patriots, we support the flag, America, the actual America, and not, people wanting to destroy it. So, yeah, y'all aren't getting money from them. Y'all need to actually read the Bill of Rights and the Constitution, and I know Holland is a lawyer. He knows this stuff. What, did he forget about it? No. He's just ignoring it to have the base fired up where they can be all upset again. And that's all they care about is how the left did wrong, how this did wrong, And yeah, somebody can say, Mike, you're always going, how the right's wrong. Well, right now, I ain't doing a lot of right. I mean, there are several Republicans that have stood up and said this is ridiculous, this is insurrection. Some have said domestic terrorism, and those people should be applauded, okay? But the rest of them, something needs to happen in a legal sense. And them losing funding left and right, well, that's just kind of icing on the cake to me. But anyway, it's just a thought. Let's always hold both sides accountable for their actions. And that's the only way we can change things. Just a thought.